Hi guys, so first wild camp today on my channel anyway. We're at Thirlmere Reservoir and then we're going to head up to Thurrock Tarn, hang around there for a bit and then head up to B Tarn, I believe it's called. Thurrock Tarn's quite woody, so there'll be a lot of midges and stuff like that, so then I'll head up to B Tarn and probably camp up there. So yeah, stick around and enjoy. So first of all, we're going to walk past Thirlmere Reservoir. I'll show you that when we get to it. It is a really nice place, really nice view. It's usually really quiet as well, so there's not that many people there. So I'll show you that now. Here we are at Thirlmere Reservoir. I'm actually trying my best not to say as much. When I've looked back at some videos that I've done, I've been saying and so I'm really going to try my best to avoid that, but I have a feeling it's going to be really hard because it's just habitual now, especially when I'm talking to the camera. That's when I say it the most. I don't think I do it in real life. I might do, but obviously I can't listen back. But yeah, so here we are at Thirlmere. I'll just show you that now. It's absolutely beautiful. Hope you can see it. Again, the camera doesn't do these sort of places justice. There we go, another It just doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely gorgeous. So my first video was me showing you this pack, and in it I said I've used it and I had no back sweat whatsoever. I could tell you now I was lying. I'm sweating like a pregnant nun. It is 23 degrees, but yeah, it's getting hot back there. I might have to put it down for a few minutes just to dry off. So the last time I came to this spot, I think it was last week, I didn't camp, I actually bottled it. It was absolutely pissing it down. I got drenched, my feet got drenched. Yeah, I might show you a bit of that, what I filmed, because I did try and film, but it was hopeless. So if I do, here it'll be. So, we are heading up there now. Hope you can see it. I'm not going to film too much due to the weather conditions, as it is lashing it down. So whether I showed you that or not, up there is Thurrock Tarn. We parked our car that way, about 15-minute walk. So yeah, we're going to go through these ferns. The main reason I got so wet last time was because the ferns were wet as well. They were just smashing against me. So yeah, we'll head up now. I'm walking for about 10 minutes from the bottom. You can see it. There's the gate. I know it doesn't look far, but it's a lot of climbing. I don't think there's an actual path. But yeah, so there's what I can see now. It's looking pretty nice. Helvellyn is somewhere that direction. I don't know whether it's that. I don't think it is because it doesn't look high enough. I love those kind of shots because, well, I love watching other people do them because then I always remember that they have to walk back for the camera. Like then, it was only when I got about 10 metres away from the camera was it that I realised that I'd have to go back down and then come back up again. But yeah, they make things look good. I guess a video of me talking all the time is pretty boring. Harrop Tarn should just be... Well, no, it is. I've been here before. Don't know why I'm saying I feel like I've been here for the first time. Unless it's moved, but I doubt it. So it will be just above these rocks. So here we are. I'm fully expecting other people to be here. Look at that. So nice. So I don't mind people having fires and stuff as long as they just tidy up after themselves. Like this fire pit here. It's just full of crap. Beer bottles. Oh, we got a gnome. See, that means they must have brought it up. They brought it up with just to burn. Don't get it. Why would you bring a gnome? Imagine that. Bumping into someone, carrying a little gnome while you're on your hike. Imbeciles. Bellends. I think the gnome was Grumpy. Or... I think it's Grumpy or Dopey, that's one. Is Dopey even a... No, I don't know. They all look the same. And that's no mist. No, it's not no mist. Gnomism is not a thing. I wish I'd bought a packet of crisps. I really love crisps. And I didn't bring any with me. I did bring a couple of beers though. I don't know whether to have one now or save both for later. I only brought 2 little ones. As you can see now, it is pretty overcast. So it is actually feeling a bit chilly, if I'm being honest. There's actually quite a lot of fish in this bit, in this tarn. I don't know whether you just saw in the last bit, but they are topping quite well. So I think next time I might bring my spinning rod or something like that, give it a try. I'll have to read up on the permissions and stuff, maybe even get a catch and cook. So the plan now is we've had a little play at Harrop Tarn. Just hung out, had some drink, something to eat, something to drink. Now we're going to head up to Bleay Tarn, see what it's like there, camping wise, see if there's a decent spot. But I actually thought there would be a lot more people here today because the weather was so good. So there is a nice spot just here which does look interesting, so I'll show you that. This, the only thing is the midges, but I might have a small fire. Hopefully that'll keep them at bay until it's time to go to sleep. So there's a spot here. It's the only flat bit of grass. It's in the woods. You've also got a fire pit there. I'll tidy up afterwards, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And you've got that view. So yeah, we'll see anyway. So like I said, on the way to Bleay Tarn now. I listen to quite a lot of podcasts. I was listening to this podcast called Things They Don't Want You to Know. It's class. There's a few of them. There's Things They Don't Want You to Know, Hysteria 51, and Stuff You Should Know. Basically all similar. They just talk about weird stuff that's not really mentioned in the news or anything. But I was listening to one recently, and it was about these clocks from like the 50s, 1950s, and they were glow in the dark, but they used to do it by painting this radioactive paint on there. I don't know if it's uranium or not, something like that, something that glows all the time and doesn't run out. And the people who did it, they were called Glow Girls, and they got the name because obviously they painted this stuff all day. And what they also used to do, they used to use just the mouth to paint it on, so they could use both hands for whatever they needed to do, like moving the clock and stuff. Well, anyway, they're called Glow Girls, and it's because the paint had like some sort of property where it would like evaporate and get onto the skin, then settle on the skin and the teeth and the eyes. So in a dark room, these women were always glowing. Like, and people were jealous of them because it made them look really beautiful and all that. But it turns out that when they finished working at the factory where they were doing the painting and stuff, they only survived like another 10 years because they all died of cancer due to the radiation coming from the paint. So yeah, a little bit of factation for you. If you want to have a look at that podcast or any of the ones I said, then I'll put a link in the description below. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just, I love knowing things like that. Just proper weird stuff that no one tells you about. You just have to find out by chance. So yeah, put it in the description. And if you got any questions, let me know. Just left the woods, just behind me. Going through this fern sort of biome. I learnt the word biome from Minecraft, which is probably one of the best games I've ever played. Anyway, so heading up to Bleetarn. It's either Blee or B. Now I can't remember. We're heading up that way to where the water is. As you can see, it's a nice view behind me. See the shadows of the clouds on the hills. So yeah, I'll see you at the top. I don't know whether you just saw or not, but when I was walking just then, it suddenly dawned upon me that I've not brought my trekking pole. And the tent that I've brought is my Lanshan 1, which needs a trekking pole to erect. Oh God. So my plan now, I'm gonna go to Bleetarn, have a look, because I can't turn back now. I'm going to have to, but I'm going to have a look at the tarn, turn around, go back to the car, then find somewhere to camp. What an absolute knob. This is the second time I have tried to get to this tarn and forgot something. Last time I dropped my jumper right at the bottom, and again about the same place was when I realised, oh God, I'm absolutely knackered as well. But if anything's going to cheer me up, it's that. Shut up. See, even the sheep are laughing at me. Anyway, onwards and upwards. There we go. There it is. I'm going to go closer. I've not walked this way just for nothing. Absolutely gorgeous. 10 points if you can name the peaks. Again, there's quite a lot of fish topping. So I'll have to bring my rod this way, my fishing rod. So I'm going to head back down to Harrop Tarn. Maybe even make a makeshift trekking pole to be used on my tent. Go away. Okay, you win. Ah, pussy. Don't know why. I always think that a sheep's just gonna come at me. Like that one, he was looking at me proper funny, like he wanted some. And he would batter me. He'd absolutely batter me. I'm 5'6". He would absolutely destroy me. But I won. Brains over bollocks, I guess. Can you believe that some guy has just ran every single peak in the Lake District in 6 days and I think 10 hours? Broke the record by I think it was 3 hours. But what an absolute freak. Like how? Like I've done this one, this wasn't even in a Wainwright. This is just a small little puddle. Props to him though. If I find the article, I'll put it in the description so you can have a read of it, just in case you wanted to. But yeah, how cool is that? What a guy. Got myself a stick. Hopefully this will be long enough to use for my lanchan. I'll smooth off the top so it doesn't damage the tent. Oh yeah, we were talking about podcasts before. There's a new podcast by the Trail Hunter. I don't know whether you've probably seen his videos. If you're watching this, you've probably more than likely seen it. He does a podcast with Tom from Atom Packs. So I'm not going to put any spoilers in, but if you want to listen to that, it's really interesting. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, check it out. Check out his channel as well. He's got some quality videos on there. And his production value is second to none. Honestly, his editing's class. Yeah, so he's doing really well. His channel's really well, his subscribers are building. So yeah, check it out. Got to Harrop Tarn now, so it's right there. I think it's just me, which is nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to get my tent set up, and I'll be back with you when I get that sorted, unless something exciting happens. So here we are, all set up. That stick that I cut on the way back was the perfect size. Didn't have to adjust it at all. I just had to smoothen out the top bit just so it didn't damage the tent. It's probably the best I've pitched it so far. I've got these going out from the side here. That's basically just to give me a bit more headroom. So it just pulls it out a bit more. Show you what I got inside. I'm not going to open it fully because there's a hell of a lot of midges. So I've got the Helium pillow from Decathlon. I've got the OEX Fathom Evolution. That's just there. Then underneath that I've got the OEX Fulcrum Evolution something. It's really good actually, that sleeping pad. I'm really quite pleased with it. Got it quite cheap, I think it was 50 quid on the sale, or 40 quid. Seems to be doing alright so far. So what I'm planning on doing is, here there's already a fire pit. There is tons and tons of midges, as you can see from my attire. What I'm planning on doing is, I'll have my fire there tonight. Hopefully I'll sit around that, eat and relax, have a couple of beers. and then in the morning I'll tidy that up. It won't even look like there's a fire over there. Show you my beers now. My beers are just cooling down in the stream. We're only from Lidl. I think they were 99p each, so it's not too bad. Some weird IPA, something. It's actually quite a nice temperature, this water. Maybe in the morning I'll go for a swim. I already know that I definitely won't, but it's a nice thought, isn't it? You can see the fish topping as well. I'm just so glad I got this place to myself. So nice. So quiet. Right, let's get making some food. I'm starving. Morning, everyone. So I'm all packed up. That's where the tent was. Just there. Yeah. Left no trace. Got this elastic band. That's where the fire pit was. Tried to tidy it up best I could, but I didn't realise how deep it had been dug by the previous people, but yeah, looks a bit tidier now anyway. So guys, I'm going to call it a day now. I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, tips, advice, or anything like that about the video or anything that I've done today, then holler at me. I'll give you quickly one last show of the environment that I woke up to. It's absolutely gorgeous. The sun's so hot as well. So yeah, I'm going to go home and go to sleep. Thanks for watching.